DPS TeleClass.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to DPS TeleClass. I am SHAAIRA Miss and today I am here to take a thematic lesson for grade 6 students. Students, are you ready for the class? Okay, but before we begin today's class, let's read the dua for knowledge.
رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي رب زدني علما.
So today's topic is ozone layer depletion. Let's see the learning intention and success criteria of today's lesson. Today we are going to learn about the causes and effects of ozone layer depletion. And in this lesson you will be succeed if you are able to identify the causes and effects of ozone layer depletion. What is ozone? Ozone is a form of oxygen. The oxygen we breathe is made up of 2 oxygen atoms, but ozone is made up of 3 oxygen atoms. It is a colorless gas that has a very strong smell. The ozone layer. The build-up of oxygen in the atmosphere led to the natural formation of the ozone layer. This layer is found between 19 and 30 kilometers above the ground in the part of the atmosphere called stratosphere. The ozone layer is a deep layer in the stratosphere encircling the Earth that has large amount of ozone in it. The layer shields the entire Earth from the harmful ultraviolet radiation that comes from the sun. The ozone layer filters out damaging ultraviolet rays from the sun. Without the natural ozone layer, many living things on the earth would die. Ozone layer depletion. When the atmosphere has no man-made pollution in it, there is a balance between the amount of ozone forming and the amount being destroyed. There needs to be the right amount of ozone in the atmosphere to stop organisms being damaged by sunlight. In the 1970s, scientists found that CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, could destroy the ozone layer. CFCs are chemicals that have been used in aerosol cans and fridges since the 1930s, although they are used much less today. If CFCs are carried high into the atmosphere where the ozone layer is, they can destroy ozone by reacting with it in strong sunlight. CFCs have been responsible for approximately 80% of the total ozone depletion to date. When CFCs destroy ozone, the natural balance of the atmosphere is upset and more ozone is destroyed than is being created. This allows more ultraviolet rays from the sun to reach the earth. The cells of living things, including plants, animals, and people can then become badly damaged. Why is the ozone hole over Antarctica? Every spring since the late 1970s, a hole has formed in the ozone layer above Antarctica. The cold temperatures in the air above Antarctica speed up the destruction of ozone by CFCs. The hole forms because Antarctica is separated from the rest of the world by a natural circulation of wind called the polar vortex. Impacts of ozone depletion. The ozone layer acts as our planet's sunscreen, providing a filter to help protect all life from the sun's damaging rays, which is ultraviolet rays. Any significant decrease in the amount of ozone in the stratosphere would result in an increase in the amount of ultraviolet rays reaching the Earth's surface. This in turn would lead to an increase in problems for humans, animals, and plants. Let's see how it affects our health. The most well-known effect of ultraviolet rays is the reddening or burning of the skin in sunshine. Exposure to ultraviolet rays increases the risk of skin cancer. Ultraviolet rays can also be damaging to our eyes. It also weakens immune system. How it affects plants. Many crops and land plants could be sensitive to ozone depletion and harmed by an increase in ultraviolet rays. How it affects organisms. Large amount of UV radiation can kill plankton found in ocean, which absorbs carbon dioxide, thus increasing the rate of global warming. What can we do? There are a number of things that we can do to protect the ozone layer and safeguard our health against the effects of increasing ultraviolet rays. The first thing we can do is wearing sunglasses. Glasses that provide 99 to 100% protection against ultraviolet light. This will reduce the chance of eye damage. Clothing. Clothes provide excellent protection against sunburn. Another way is we can use a white hat. A white brimmed hat will also offer good protection to the eyes, ears, face, and the back of your neck, areas particularly prone to sunburn. Limit exposure to the sun. The sun's rays are strongest between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So limit exposure during these hours by staying at your home. Now it's your activity time. You are going to have multiple choice questions. What is the name of a common man-made substance that causes ozone depletion? Option A, oxygen. B, CFC. C, water. D, carbon. Question 2. Where is the majority of ozone found in the atmosphere? A, thermosphere. B, mesosphere. C, troposphere. D, stratosphere. Question 3. What type of harmful rays are blocked by ozone? A, radio waves, B. infrared, C. ultraviolet rays, and D. X-ray. Question number 4. What type of cancer can the harmful rays cause in humans? Option A. Lung cancer, B. Bowel cancer, C. Skin cancer, and D. Stomach cancer. So students, which is the correct answer here? Question number 5. Which item found in the home may still contain chemicals which can destroy the ozone layer? Option A. Cooker, option B. Fridge, C. Deodorant, and D. Soap. Question number 6. Between what heights is the ozone layer found in the atmosphere? A. 2 to 3 kilometer, B. 0 to 1 kilometer, C. 19 to 30 kilometer, and D. 70 to 80 kilometer. Here's your last multiple choice question. Question number 7. How many atoms of oxygen are there in ozone? A. 6, B. 1, C. 3, and D. 2. Question number 8. What element makes up ozone? A. Nitrogen, B. Carbon, C. Oxygen, and D. Hydrogen. Question number 9. What does this diagram illustrate? A. Ozone layer, B. The greenhouse effect, C. Ultraviolet radiation, and D. Layers of the atmosphere. Question number 10. It's your last question. Where is the hole in the ozone layer located? A. Over Europe, B. Over Antarctica, C. Around the equator, and D. Over Africa. Now let's do the true or false questions. Question number 1. The ozone layer is important because it absorbs ultraviolet rays from the sun that can cause cancer. Students, what do you think? Is it true or false? You can write your answers in the answer sheet. Question 2. CFC cannot damage the Earth's ozone layer. Is it true or false? Question 3. The ozone layer does not filter out damaging ultraviolet rays from the sun. True or false? Question number 4. Wearing sunglasses will protect ourselves from the harmful rays of sun. Is it true or false? Here is your last question. Question number 5. Sunlight damages the ozone layer by breaking up O3 atoms into O2 atoms. Is it true or false? Here is your last activity. Answer the following questions. Question 1. What is ozone? How is it formed? And where is it in the atmosphere? Question 2. What emissions from human activities lead to ozone depletion? Question number 3. Does depletion of the ozone layer increase ground level ultraviolet radiation?
This is the end of today's lesson. Hope you all enjoyed the lesson with me. Stay safe, stay home. Wassalamu alaikum.
DPS TeleClass